Today we're going to show you how to change the detergent dispenser on your dishwasher, and it's a really easy job. All we're going to need is a number 15 Torx driver and a 3/16 socket or driver. Let me show you how we do it. Now before we begin this repair, the first thing we'll need to do is to disconnect the power to the dishwasher because we will be working near some electrical circuits. So if it's a portable dishwasher, simply unplug it. If it's a built-in dishwasher, we'll need to locate the fuse panel or breaker panel and disconnect the power at that source. Then next we're going to open the door completely, and then using a number 15 Torx driver, we're going to remove 4 screws on either side, and it's the 4 from the bottom up. I suggest take 3 out on each side first, just so that we have something to support that panel until we remove the final 2 screws. Now, just hold that panel to the outer door panel while we remove the screw from that side. And carefully support it on the opposite side to remove the remaining screw. Then carefully tilt the door into an upright position. Then we can tilt it on the top of that panel, lift straight up on it, and then we can set that aside. Now with the outer door panel removed, the dispenser is over here on the left side, and there's a metal bracket that holds that to the inner door panel, and there are 6 3/16 hex head screws that secure that bracket to the dispenser. So using either a 3/16 nut driver or a socket, we'll remove all of those screws. And we'll also need to disconnect the wire harness to the solenoid on that dispenser. So depress the little locking tab, the back side of that connector, and then pull the connector away. Remove the final screw. We can lift away the shield. Now to remove the dispenser from the inner door panel, we'll open that door and we'll grasp the dispenser from the inside. And then we'll come back to the outside and we're going to lift up on that little locking tab and then pull the dispenser through from the front. There's a tab in the upper left corner and one in the lower right corner. Just to press those enough to pull the dispenser out. And we can discard that. Before installing the new dispenser, you should clean this area of the inner door panel where the gasket will seat. Make sure that there's no soap debris or foreign objects in there that will prevent us from getting a good seal. And then we'll just simply set the new dispenser into place, push it through the opening, and the little locking tabs will hold it there until we put the retainer bracket back on it. Now next we'll take the mounting bracket, we'll just set that over top of the dispenser, and we'll put the screws in the bottom first. We won't tighten them, we'll just put them in enough to hold the bracket in position. And next we'll reinstall the protective shield. So we're going to just slide that in underneath the bracket. Put it over that little tab on the dispenser. And on the left hand side we'll tuck that in behind the opening for the screw. And we'll install the 3 screws across the top. And we need to make sure that we tighten that securely to prevent any leaks. And then tighten the 3 bottom screws. Reconnect the wire harness. Make sure that the locking tab engages. And now we're ready to put the outer door panel back on. Now when reinstalling the door panel, we need to ensure that these 2 tabs here connect with the frame of the door so that it holds the bottom in position. And then we should be able to just tilt that panel in underneath the control panel. At this point we're going to open the door and we'll hold that outer door panel to the inner door panel as we lower it. And install one of the screws on one side just to hold it in position. Do the same on the opposite side. And make sure all the holes are lined up, and then replace the remaining screws. And once we've replaced all those screws and made sure they're tight, we're ready to reconnect the power, and our repair is complete.